players are back on the field. Let's see what's going on in South Bend schools with Sports Zone.
Welcome to the Week 2 edition of SBS Sports Zone. We're your hosts, Commander Jenkins.
And Big Dave, a.k.a. David Saleh. Last Friday night, all 4 South Bend schools played under the lights. So we got South Bend, Clay, taking on the Monster High School, and they lost a close one, 28-20. They are now 1-2 on the season. So, Commander, how do you feel about that one?
I think Clay was going in there, hot because, they just won their first game. I know they probably tried their best, but, Munster just took it.
Yeah, they only have 19 kids, so that might have been a factor why they lost,
Yeah, had to keep going back and back and
forth, not really any substitutes, but they're just trying to keep it going, keep the season alive, And every high school team out here, like, they're just so happy that they get to have a season because
this couldn't have had a season.
Yeah, this COVID-19 was looking pretty scary to us, like right after they canceled that basketball tournament, But we're just happy that they actually got to play and have fun. So
that's all it's about, is just having fun.
Going to South Bend, Washington now. So how did they do?
The win against Kankakee, they took a big loss, 7-41. But at least if they tried, that's where all that matters. It's just putting your heart out there and trying your best. And if that was your best, that's still fine.
Well, they have a sophomore quarterback. They're pretty young. They lost a lot of seniors last year, so. They're the seniors that are there this year. They're trying to really push them and motivate them. Like we have Tyrone Davis on there. We have a Javante Wallace out there. Javon Harris,
Javon,
yeah. So, they got some pretty good cats out there. But going on to South Bend Adams versus South Bend Riley, it was a pretty close game. The first half, it was 6-12. Actually, South Bend Adams actually took it in the fourth quarter. They scored like 20 unanswered points, and they just ended up dominating, and they beat the Riley Wildcats 32-6. And we actually have Blake Wesley out on the field getting our weekly school highlight.
Let's go. We back. Riley Wildcats taking on the Adams Eagles at 7:30.
We real prepared. We've been having team dinners and stuff, talking about this game and talking to other people about this game. Go to state.
Thank you.
It helped me a lot because we don't have to take tests like SATs and SAT stuff.
How is this year different from last year's season?
Coaching staff, we really focused this year. Our coaching staff got better here.
How excited are you to get back on the field this football season?
I've been really excited, man. That's what I'm going to college for, so that's what I'm going to do.
With SBS-TV Sports Zone, I'm Blake Wesley.
Thanks, Blake. The Riley Wildcats ended up losing 32-6. The Riley Wildcats are now at 0-3 for the season, and they're looking eagerly for a win.
Next up, we got SBS Sports Zone. Claudia Yanez was out on the field catching highlights from the Riley girls soccer team.
The Riley girls soccer team has been improving a lot this year, all thanks to their new coach, Mark Liddell. Many of the girls have been improving mentally and physically. The previous game against Gentile has been one of the first games that had lots of conflict that caused it to be a forfeit. Riley had battled a good fight and never gave up. Coach Mark and his girls managed to give a good performance on the field to show their Riley pride. This is Claudia and I reporting on SBS-TV.
SBS-TV Sports Zone invites you to send us your footage, send us your posters, and send us your school songs. You guys can send us through Facebook at WETO SBS-TV Sports Zone, or you guys can email us at davidsaleh02@gmail.com. College plays tomorrow. Notre Dame is actually pretty local in South Bend, and they always attract a big tailgate every year, but with COVID-19,
tailgating got to go,
Yeah.
And all of these fans just got to go.
Yeah, tailgating has been canceled, and ticketing has only been limited to staff members, teachers, and students, and family members of the athletes. So basically, long-time fans aren't even allowed to go to their
to
watch
it on
team.
TV. But
That's going to cost the city a lot of money as people travel from all over the country just to watch these games, and South Bend makes a lot of money off of that. But it's also a place where people can connect, spend their days off of work, together, just having a blast. Kids playing football together, barbecuing. It was a good time.
I mean, they can still do it. They're just going to have to do it at their house. I know it's not going to be exciting like how it used to be, but
Tonight we have the Riley Wildcats taking on the Clay Colonials at Jackson Field, and the Washington Panthers will be taking on the Elkhart Lions at Schoolfield. Lastly, the Adams Eagles will be taking on the St. Joe Indians on the road. So, Commander, what's your predictions for these scores? To be honest, I really feel like Clay and Riley, that's going to be either one team takes it or the other, it's just whoever wants it more. Riley's looking desperately for a win. Clay's looking up to get to 500 on the season. Yep. So that's going to be a fun game to watch, and we're going to actually have some coverage on that game as well. We're going to be highlighting the Clay Colonials this week, so stay tuned for that on our next edition of Sports Zone. So, and we have Washington. They're going up against.
They're going against a good team, a really good team.
Yeah, so. Elkhart Lions are actually 3-0. And they've been stacking up points against other teams and really good teams too. So
yeah, they always been good though.
So Washington's gonna look to try to get a win this week, and let's see if they can do it. And lastly, the the St. Joseph Indians,
versus Adams.
Yeah, St. Joe actually got a big dub over John Glenn last week, 42-7, I believe.
Something like that.
Yeah, and the Adams, they got a big dub too over Riley, 32-6. So it's just going to be two good teams clashing and just fighting it out.
We're going to see who wins.
But thank you guys for tuning in to our Week 2 edition of SBS-TV Sports Zone. I'm Big Dave, a.k.a. David Saleh.
And I'm Commander Jenkins.
Thank you for watching.